we want to say again, happy independence to Trinidad and Tobago, to all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. We have had a wonderful long weekend, of course, with our local franchise cricket team, TKR, doing exceptionally well, representing the red, white and black. Many of us taking the opportunity to go out and enjoy the cricket, or stay at home and watch it online, wherever, or still just really feel proud when we see the score and see our professionals, our athletes in display, right? Our Laventil-born Akil Hussain doing wonderful things, right? Our Kieran Pollard, right, doing wonderful things, and of course Bravo making that transition across the coaching. Thoroughly enjoyed the continual cricket, because we still have another game on Wednesday. And then of course there is so much sport and enjoyment in this Twin Island Republic that we also have football World Cup qualifiers, right? Big game coming on Friday. And I must say it has been tremendously advertised, so it is being spoken about a lot as well. And I do believe it will translate into solid support on that day. It makes a definite difference. It makes a difference. Yes, it adds a little pressure sometimes to the players themselves, but good pressure, better than the roar of opposing fans in some other space other than yours. So we go head to head with Curaçao, and I know our players ready and raring to go. We have still, right, tremendous players as well, who some of them are in good shape locally and internationally as well, who are raring to go, right, to represent that red, white and black. So let us, I have to say, continue to come out and give that support in whatever way we can. Of course, we are very cognizant of the economic challenges and the priorities that exist. So I know some people might take a little pass on actually going out. It might not be within their budget, etc. School going to open soon as well next week. So the prudent thing to do, the responsible thing to do, obviously in those circumstances, would be to focus, right, and prioritize the children. And I don't even need to say that. I think I don't even need to say that, right? So, we give thanks. We give thanks for the weekend. We spoke about the importance of independence and understanding what it is. We spoke about making our contribution to our country, right? We could be a positive force contributing, or we could be a negative force taking away, costing Trinidad and Tobago, costing ourselves. Let us be a positive force contributing. Let us feel some pride in our everyday efforts at what we do. I was speaking to a young man working as a security officer, and very polite And of course, he didn't get the response of politeness from some patrons who would have come in right before me. And he was saying to me, you see the attitude? I say, well, you ain't have to study that. I say part of your responsibility as well is to be polite and to enjoy. I say, and sometimes the mind space, they're so caught up in whatever they're doing, they forget their manners, they forget to be polite. But you don't worry with that and them. You continue to be as polite as you are, you know? And of course I gave him that level of respect and reciprocation of greeting. And I know it encouraged him within that time and that space. Let us be encouraged. Special good morning to all those out early this Tuesday morning, right? I see you, you know, and I understand. And God bless that effort. Right, we come out and some of our spaces are clean. Some of the garbage is gone. Right, some people have already clocked in. Some people have been working throughout the night. Right, I see you. And special blessed good morning. You keep Trinidad and Tobago ticking, going. And you must feel proud to continue doing what you are doing. We encouraged, as part of our understanding of Trinidad and Tobago and independence and contributing to, putting in that effort wherever we are. We have goals and we have aspirations, yes, but we put in work wherever we are with pride, with respect, with love, with a smile. Sometimes you may see me out working and you don't even know, because I enjoy whatever I do to the maximum. It is attitude that will determine our altitude. Alright, so blessed Tuesday, Monday morning, right? We are born and live in these, some who born, but whoever live, we live in this space where endless holidays, right? The long weekend is a constant part of our culture as well. And all the additional enjoyable things that go along with a long weekend. That's Trinidad and Tobago. So we work hard and then we play hard as well. We work hard because we know we have to make up for the extra time off. And so much is going on in other places around the world as well. We understand the global dynamics, we understand the regional dynamics as well. So dominating some of the international headlines as well, for those who haven't taken a little browse across to one of the preferred or one of your choice international news agencies, etc., is the Shanghai Cooperation meetings and summit that took place. You find that there is not just one global power. There are a number of countries that have been able to elevate themselves to a level where they lead the spaces that they exist in. They create and innovate. They produce. Again, they produce tremendously on a global stage. So we find that far across the earth which is no longer far across the earth, right across to China, because of globalization, because of the increased availability of transport right across, far across in China, in Shanghai. Leaders from over 20 countries came together in a spirit of cooperation, right? Leaders of the most populous countries in the world. Of course, the president of China, of course, the Prime Minister of India, right? British legacy there as well. And so many other countries, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, a big one, Russia, of course. So those three global juggernauts, if you want to call them, meeting in a spirit and an air of cooperation, right? And we must understand what is taking place in the wider world. They sharing perspectives and standing firmly together for the interest of their nations as well. So we understand the dynamics of the world. Of course, we across in the Caribbean, many of us, some of, inclined towards North America, etc. But still understanding what is transpiring and understanding the global dynamic enough to position ourselves skillfully. And also, we have our opinions and our views as a people, because we are educated as well. And we can see the moral, stance that people take. And we can see different attitudes towards leadership. And we can also understand our historical position, where we have come from. And thus, based on our past, we understand our present, and we chart a course for our future. Even though we may live in a specific reality now, it is not because we have a specific reality now, challenges or situations that we cannot surmount immediately, that we're not going to be able at some point to overcome them. So sometimes you have to deal with the cards you dealt in front of you. Right? Let me break it down. Good morning to everyone who enjoys the little cards in Five Rivers, Mr. Warner and others, right? I know they enjoyed the long weekend as well. It is not because you have a certain hand in front of you, and it may not be so good, that is going to be your constant position. You play with what is in front of you to the best of your ability. And then you're going to be dealt another hand again. The game is longer than just one hand. So live with that positivity of spirit, and smile through the difficult games where your hand ain't looking so good, right? You are not sure what other people have in their hands, and when you bluff with that smile, it might work in your favor and you get more points than you even believed. Right? Sorry if I use any example of cards and you don't know much of it. You may have had the experience like I have had as a young man when we were children. Our father did not allow us to play cards at all. Only older when you go to secondary school and you have those experiences. Some of us, I don't know, but talking of myself. So those who still didn't ever play mightn't understand what I'm speaking about. But most Trinis, most Trinbagonians, would have indulged. So we play our cards as a people, and we deal with the hand that we have. But we also know that the game is longer than just one hand, and that other cards may be dealt to us. One moment we have one administration, the next moment it could change. Because if there's one thing that is constant, it is change. It is change. So live with our positivity. And that positivity brings a lot of times positivity as well. So we see the changes globally. We see these countries with those massive populations. We see the challenges that India may have with their tariffs, etc., being placed on them by the United States. And we see that they play the cards that they are dealt in, and they forge even stronger relations. The first time in, I think, 9 years or more that a Prime Minister of India has visited China and really forging strategic relations, the two largest populous countries in the world, two economic hubs for production. In all rights, India probably patterning the production of China and forging ahead to produce, to lift their population globally and to lift them out of the difficulty of poverty. The challenge that a tremendously large population may be, turning it into a possibility and a strength. The strength of Russia combining as well with their challenges in terms of security due to the conflict that they're involved in, their expression of their perspectives to the global public as well. We may take some of the directions on what is taking place from one agency, media agency, etc., that has a strategic responsibility to give the news in a certain way. But in that, not even that side of the world, because the world is so small, but from that perspective, things being explained in a different way. And we have a responsibility to understand holistically what is taking place as well. Alright, so that tremendous summit taking place, and more to come, and more to come in that space, because there's the celebration of their win against Japan, China's defeat of Japan as well, and those celebrations and parades are being attended again by over 20 world leaders, right, including some interesting ones as well. So we'll take the break and we'll continue to set the stage and understand what is taking place globally, and then also going to our news and our perspectives in front of us as well. All right. Blessings to everyone. We'll be back right after the break.
It's back to school sale. All your kindergarten, preschool,
primary, secondary school,
and tertiary education supplies at ridiculously low prices. Karen's also carries a wide range of sneakers, socks, t-shirts, vests for girls and boys,
and much more items for school. So don't miss Karen's back to school sale.
Now on Eastern Main Road, San Juan, Tutapuna.
2 locations at Twin City Mall, ground level and first level. We're also open on Sundays from 8 a.m. Check us on Facebook for up-to-date info and promotions. Also, message us for a quick response.
The Street 919 FM is here to help our community. We know that back to school season can be a financial strain, so we're giving back with our Each One Help One Part 2 giveaway. We're giving away one $500 voucher for back to school supplies and plenty of consolation prizes. Here's how to enter. Every day at 3 p.m. after the ads, we'll take our first 3 callers. You must start your call with the special access phrase, each one, help one, part 2. To be eligible, nominate someone in need by giving us their name. We will draw the winners live on Tuesday, September 2nd at 3 p.m. on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Get ready to call and help us make a difference.
Are you ready to elevate your baking game? Try Lion Brand Self-Rising Flour, now in our convenient and eco-friendly pouch packaging. With just the right balance of flour and baking powder, our self-rising flour takes the guesswork out of baking. Whether you're whipping up fluffy pancakes for the kids or baking a delicious cake for that special occasion, Lion Brand Self-Rising Flour helps you create not just food, but connections that bring people together. Bake more, worry less, and share the goodness. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
Calling all choir. This is TNT's first gospel choir event of its kind. It's finally here. This is Divine Harmony. Choirs from all over the country will vie for over $250,000 in prizes. Semi-final round, the East-West Corridor, Saturday, September 20th, Central and South Trinidad, Saturday, September 27th, and Tobago, Saturday, October 4th. To register, call 719-9599. TNT, get ready. This is Divine Harmony.
Everybody say it.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on The Street 919 FM radio. Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamfleur, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Calling all choir. This is TNT's first gospel choir event of its kind. It's finally...
The time is 7 a.m. This time check is sponsored by Nescafe ready to drink. It just hits different.
And the playlist right, it hits different. Can you feel that shift? Nescafe, ready to drink. On the road, we on the go. Just grab your crew and grab your brew. Hits different, hits different. Vanilla latte mocha, hits different. Nescafe, the party never over.
Nescafe, ready to drink.
Craving that authentic taste of the Caribbean but short on time? With Lion Brand Pur Luri Mix. Now in its convenient, easy-to-use pouch, you can whip up a batch of fluffy, golden Pur Luri in a flash. Just add water, mix, and fry. Perfect for impromptu gatherings. Our Pur Luri Mix brings everyone together for a delicious moment. Share the flavor with friends and family, because good food and good company go hand in hand. Get your Lion Brand Pur Luri Mix today and make every moment a tasty celebration. Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
What are you doing? Big D, big fun, KFC, so we big on the ground. The big nation, cause they don't know we were the crown. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Come to KFC, let we hold our vibe, and let we join together, because KFC is life.
It's a big D. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. So we were talking before the break just about what is taking place in the global space because of globalization as well. The world is extremely small, and what happens in China, what happens in India, etc., affects us in Trinidad and Tobago in a real way, economically and otherwise. Ideas and understandings that take root across the entire globe reach us for certain. There are people who understand what is going on in other countries just as well as what is taking place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. We are all human beings as well. So the challenges that we face are extremely similar, and we can benefit from learning from what people have gone through and what they are going through now, instead of trying to troubleshoot on our own, right? Trinbagonians are intelligent people. We understand our geography, as in we understand that the world is a wide, big place. There are Trinbagonians probably in every single nook and cranny around the world, every single country, for sure. That is part of who we are. We have never been shy to explore and to move and to look. Maybe only limited by our economic ability and of course our economic strength as an oil producer for so long has afforded us the opportunity to venture and move. Whatever has been able to trickle down, whatever has trickled down, right? We ain't going into that aspect of inequality and somewhat the lack of benefit that, you know, sometimes the mass population has faced from our wealth. But what has trickled down has afforded many Trinbagonians that opportunity to view the world. And of course, we are not shy also to look for greener pastures. So at times of challenges, so many of us bought into the opportunities that exist in other places, and we have left a marker on other countries, on places. Of course, North America, both the United States and Canada, and of course England as well. We have left and continue to leave a tremendous marker. We stand toe to toe in contributing to the world in so many ways as well. And I say that as an introduction to a lovely story which is published in the news a couple days now, with a Trinidad and Tobago born judge, you know, and they have a wonderful picture of District Judge Sparkle Suknan and smiling, and it can't help but encourage me to smile as well. You know, a TNT born US judge that has blocked Donald Trump's deportation order of unaccompanied children. You know, we have to be proud. Forget whatever political side of the spectrum you are on internationally, well, I mean in the US per se. But that's notably impressive. We'll take the calls as well. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, man. Good morning.
I'm proud at all.
Yeah,
that's
proud.
What people continue to do.
No problem.
Me proud at all, and you also with it, because if she was actually judge, and she agree with Trump this morning, many of all you will not be proud. I'm not proud. I don't proud. I mean proud at all. I will be proud this afternoon seeing a new president in Guyana, Hazrat Mohammed. What a wonderful Muslim man. What a wonderful East Indian man. I call him a poor people president. I say in Guyana, after last night, I watching the result. This man trying to tease the election Granger. I say, President Ali, please just step down and give Hazrat Mohammed the leadership. Let him make Guyana healthy again, million again. Make Guyana like a small Dubai. This man is a poor people president.
Hey,
this morning
I hear that. I have no problem with that. But you're saying the judge blocking the deportation of unaccompanied children. That you don't like that? The deportation of
I don't know. I have no evidence of that. I have no facts of that. I have my own evidence and my own facts.
You're not easy, you know, Kingsley. You're dread when you're ready, you know.
I wouldn't get into that. My brother, this morning, I want to be very straight and clear in my words.
Yeah, man.
I am calling on the Prime Minister and government to cancel this SOE forthwith. This SOE makes no sense. It is not doing nothing for our country. It is solving no crime. Kamala must call off this SOE. Mustn't have no extension on this SOE. This SOE is a disaster for this government to balance, to dance and whine. That's what this SOE for. It is SOE. It's for the government ministers to dance and balance. This SOE ain't solving nothing. I ask the question, in the last 24 days, what does SOE bring forward to this country with facts and evidence? Nothing. Show me the facts. Show me the evidence that this SOE is working. Commissioner of Police cannot show Kingsley that. They cannot lie to me, you know. They can lie to the UNC supporters and the fanatics. And the ones of them who want to go to India and Africa, you can lie to them. I want to tell the PRO, stop your foolishness of the UNC. You questioning it, Eric Williams. He is the father of this nation. Or you're too disrespectful, boy. He is the father of the nation. I call Kamala Harris the mother of this nation. You questioning who was the first prime minister we know? The first official prime minister we know. Who fight alongside its Indian and African to get independence day. It was Eric Williams. It's Indians for the part in the Africans for the part for we to get independence in this country. And all you're going on that road, boy. All you're going on that racist Indian road, boy. That's more now, you know. And I'm coming to every day, you know. Because I just want to know if we make we make no change at all. It's the same kind of governance we are seeing. It's the same kind of thing for the UNC. Nothing different. Their friends and family and the favorite have benefited in the last 3 months. Your friends and family and your favorite have benefited in the last 3 months. No. We never vote for that. We never vote for that. And I know many of you will disagree with me this morning, but I do not care. I have my own point of view. I want I stand and I say I do not care if we disagree or disagree. However, I do not care. I will go war politically, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, all you. I go war. I don't believe no. I tell her I ain't pay again. I'm not going on my knees. I'm not going on my knees. I will die broken. I will die hungry. I will not die broken hungry. The God will accept me. The God will accept me. So when you're coming out with this SOE, and you see all these ministers and them, they're partying, they're going party, they're dancing, they're dancing, they're going in the grocery for themselves, they're going in the food over for themselves. Who lie? Who is lying in this country? I ask this government to call all this SOE. Stop lying to the public. Who checked in? I only get to here. I only get to. And I can tell you this here, brother, as I close here. When these police coming into our areas, these boys who say they're bad, you know what they do? They just run. They just run. If they see somebody like themselves, they wouldn't run. They will kill them. But once the police coming into the community, they put the tool so, they hide the tool, they run and spit. I know this country is not like Jamaica or like Haiti where the bad boys were far behind the police or bus behind. They did not so. You never hear any kind of incidents, 1 or 2 light incidents about that, but you never hear no incidents like that. So when I tell us about people on that check, these boys them don't have no belly for that here, right? These boys them don't have no belly for that here. Stop lying on the boys of them. Yes, there's criminals. Yes, there's the thief. They're killing their own people. They ain't killing only East Indian people. They're not killing only their own East Indian people. They is going to go after their own kind, and that's what's going on. They are going after their own kind, their own black brothers and sisters. They are going after. They ain't going after no East Indian to say that we're going to kill East Indians. Stop lying in this country. So I called on the Prime Minister this morning. I want to tell these Africans and them who in the UNC, who they believe there's more East Indians than the Indian in the UNC. All your help all your African brothers and sisters. All your Africans in the UNC who have position. The Indians don't have help already. Stop taking the resources and helping the Indians who don't have help already. The Africans in the UNC need help. I know what my friends know. And me know I'm begging all they know. Me and begging all they know. Well, be careful for the country around me know.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kingsley. Right. And I understand his concerns as well. And I'm sure that people may have a similar view and a different view as well. So feel free if you all want to discuss it as well. Hey, morning, brother.
Blessed morning, woman.
Hey, blessed morning, brother.
Give thanks to life.
Yeah, man.
Well, I in the fire with my comrade Kingsley there. What he's saying there is true. The Africans and them who in the UNC try and help your black brothers and sisters. Because you see none of them in under the UNC there, they're not helping people who look like me. Simple thing right in the back here. I toil and fight with this MPA called Van Damme with. I hear a call in yesterday at 91.9 and saying the same thing. He going through a challenge with the social development. When you go there, you can't see the ministers. The other staff on them coming out and talking to the acting, what kind of jaws they have on and this and that. The minister see me coming there in the camera and stand a man upset and deal with me, you know. And tell me nothing yet and all them kind of thing in there. But I don't, but I see them partying, drinking scotch, in the cricket. Them try to tell me they want to come like us, that look bad. This is for the less than 14, now they're getting poverty. They forgetting who is me. They acknowledge me with the election speech and all that kind of thing. I have a challenge with the social development. I go through, I run up and down, I don't think I bring all my papers, I tell shit. The lawyer man tell me everything in my favor. And as I run around, thing my.
Yeah.
I must say good morning to Julian John. I carry my booklet by Julian John. In 1 week. In the next week, woman assist me and give me all my books. I carry my MP. She tries to embarrass me and tell me what. She staff and go out there and begging. 3 weeks now, I'm taking nothing apology to get a book grant. She even called me and give me a book grant. I not suffer in silence, boy. I come out and burn fire and then by. So I love to listen. Bless.
Yeah, man. All right, so and if you have a concern, you should express your concern and feel free to do so, right? Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, son. How are you doing?
I am good. Morning, Granny. How are you doing?
Yeah, well, Granny halfway. Yeah. I want people to understand life. And I want people to understand one thing. UNC now come me. There is the Terry Young Vandana Mohit name a few weeks ago, like if she was the one to give out money for books and all them things. Now, if thousands of done give out for books from the Minister of Education. Now, if a man take a wife, now this happened in the PNM days too. That is why that last PNM Minister of Social Welfare, that is because you're not for social welfare money. You're a man, you take a wife, you have a child, you have 2 children, you're a cripple. Your wife is a cripple. I was a single parent. My 2 children doing 2 jobs and sleeping 3 hours, 4 hours, because they don't borrow from me. They were poor principles. You cannot be begging all the time. You have to help yourself and God will help you. If you're sick, tell us something. If you go, now, my husband is dead. And when I went to the social welfare for a little help for the children, I know I had to help myself too. They say you're young, you could go and work, see about your children and help yourself. I help myself. You eat whatsoever you have, you drink whatsoever, but you know you have children to see about. I cannot do what my family could do. Once my children asked me, Ma, I say, yeah. She said, but how you do go and attend a wedding? I say a wedding for me and two Orlando, all of them rich. It's very costly. So I will go the Friday. It don't make a difference, and I will go and build a career, those things. Reach where you could go and study what you have to do. You cannot always depend on any government, whether it is PNM, whether it is UNC, whether it is your neighbor. If you had children as a man, you're responsible for them. And you as a woman responsible to help the man. Whether you work a little, whether you won't work, whether you plant a pepper, and know how to carry your house. Okay? They carry down Vandana movement. They want to carry down this government. Don't eat the wrong, I will say the wrong. And they wanted to carry down Vandana movement. Imagine your husband is dead, but you want to go. You see, they have the habit from PNM government. Everybody, sorry, you are workers working 15 years. They get in hampers. And they had food care. And they get 2 months salary when they go in, put away some for your child booklet, know how you can eat and what you can eat and drink. I get up in the morning, send my children to school with plantain and roti. And I break the roti and soak it in some cocoa tea. And I eat that. And I get up and plant something for my children to eat. I didn't know to travel and let them eat. I could go somewhere to do something. Son, I'm telling you this, you will agree with me. People have to help themselves. And they still have to stop begging the government and saying you as an activist. I beg him, I single parent, and I beg him, what is a single parent? Your husband crippled? Or he dead? Help yourself. You can't keep anybody in it. And I'm always saying this, eh?
Yeah.
Well, we say this. Well, we say you have to be responsible for the children.
Yeah. I understand your point as well, Granny. Yeah, thank you very much. All they leave me out at this, right? I trying to stay clear of that conversation, right? Some people's patience threshold is different, and some people's expectations are also different, right? Let me take the calls. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Abubakar.
Yeah, good morning to you, man. Welcome.
I fed up at the UNC now. The PNM want to do that. 6 months I apply for my pension. I'm visually impaired, a handicap. They say it's from the Vandana Moet. 6 months. I live in an agency apartment. I owe the government. They want to put me out. How I go and get my money? But money not let them drink whiskey in VIP stadium.
Right.
We poor people.
So you're owing for your HGC, but at the same time you're trying to get your social assistance.
My pension, I apply for
your pension.
HGC want to put me out. I live in an HGC apartment.
Yeah.
What we go with these people? Eh? Only them alone want to live richer.
Yeah. Well, that ain't making sense to me. If you're trying to get your pension and it is taking a period of time.
I carried all my documents.
Yeah, and you explain that to AGC because obviously they
don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, nah, man.
But I'm going to the media and put up the UNC. I want camera person to hear what I'm saying. I die Indian.
Yeah.
To hear what I'm saying.
I think if you try to reach out to somebody,
reach out
in AGC,
they're not listening to you.
Right.
They're not listening. They according to KFC, they're not listening. If the PNM was in power, they never do this. Everything will be still running.
Right.
Understand? We know they was corrupt. But these people make the PNM look like kindergarten thieves. Yeah? they enjoy life. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
All right.
I'm waiting on my money. I go into the media. If they are paying my money, I'm not paying agency. Let them come up. It's going to have real baccarat. Yeah.
All right. I hope you get that situation sorted out because it's a hard situation.
My name is Evan Raj Paul. I want you to hear what I'm saying. I need my money.
All right.
You understand? I want them to hear what I'm saying. KFC, we need my money.
I hope she hears what you're saying and she could.
I only hope she hears.
Yeah, she could rectify the situation.
Front of the minister. 5 months in front of she wearing big glasses. She can't see. Only hope she hears what I'm saying because I go to the media, you know.
All right.
I put them up.
All right, brother. Blessings.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Extremely difficult circumstances, and I understand that challenge that you're facing, right, brother? Morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning to you.
Morning. Welcome.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
So thank God. Bless you. Wake up this morning and that working eyes, looking your voice is quite good.
Thank God.
You're in the land of Twin Island, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God for the independence and who had this particular fortitude to come out. Those who decided to keep up our independence. I give them kudos. But you know, I have two callers this morning, Kingsley and KFC. I don't want to read the acronym for KFC. So let me say something for you. What all your leaders said for you. When you win, everybody win. When UNC win, everybody win. What they complain about? I assume all they were won something. Apparently, all your song was confusing all your. And so that's why this morning, everybody have a complaint. Kingsley won the Africans in the UNC to see about the Africans. Didn't you experience that before? They tell Jack Warner going to play him and come back. You expected anything, something different? When UNC win, everybody win. Enjoy the day.
You too as well, man. Have a blessed day. Yeah, and everybody is entitled to their views and their opinions. There is no way that you can expect absolute perfection from a government, especially in this short period of time. I understand the tremendous challenge that is taking place for them to meet the expectations of people. And I hope that the very, very serious circumstances that some people have are sorted out. My apologies, caller. I tried to take that call, but I just want to finish what I was saying. So you must also have a certain level of patience. You must have realistic expectations as well. I don't want to criticize anybody, but some people's desires are interesting as well at times. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, welcome.
I want to say something. How long did it take Saddam Hussein to give 200 ex-colony workers title for the land? How long did it take him to do them that? Yes, sir. We have to understand what is going on. So I'm agreeing with the callers before, you know. How long did it take? When they say no, that you have to work hard for your 7 days. How in less than 100 days, 200 ex-colony workers got title for the land. I hear you went up to people up there.
Yeah, but it took the government of Trinidad and Tobago over 15 years to do that, sir, to be fair. And those people have been waiting extremely long. And it is not, listen to me, it's not just, when you hear colony workers, it is not just East Indians. Let we be clear now, right? Because there are Afro-Trinidadians who I know personally, one who has passed away and was only able to get his house lot. He passed away before he could even get his agricultural land and leases. So let we just, and if there's delivery on one end from a Ministry of Agriculture, right, which is a positive thing, let us not compare that to people getting their pensions, which some people would be able to get it in a timely fashion.
Everybody has got a chance to finish. Let me just finish now.
Yeah, but I'm just correcting you on that point now, right?
The farmers in this country got the best visa package under Mr. Manning. They get money, they get land, they get everything on them. Mr. Martin, after they close down you understand? So what I'm saying, those no we get, you understand? They have already gotten a package from under the PNM. I'm saying no that he went to different Tobago, which Mr. Rose, he gets 7 million, he went to Tobago and he didn't do it. So I'm hoping now that he do it. But I have said something before, and I've said it, and time is people say, Baba will take time.
Yeah. Right. There's only one separation package that Caroni workers would have gotten. I don't know what two you speaking about. There's only one separation package that everyone would have gotten. And expectations are tremendous things. And I know people have expectations. And when the expectations are not met, especially in the time frame that they want it to be met, then you get that level of disappointment, so to speak. And that is understandable. But you have to be fair. You have to be fair to the circumstances that are taking place. And I agree in some ways. I agree that pensions and the process for such takes some time. Right? Recently I went through that process with an elderly person, and it is challenging. I understand that is difficult. But it is not difficult now alone. And those processes need to be improved. But do not take it as though it is specific to this administration, and then go to the extent that you want to sully people's names specifically and to carry them to the media or whatever. Because really and truly they have responsibility in the role that they take on now, but it is not just them, and it is not just now. And when Rome was demolished and destroyed in whatever period in time, it's easy to destroy. It is even a quicker period and process to destroy. It takes time to rebuild or build. So when things need to be rebuilt, sometimes it takes time. Alright, so let us be understanding and let us be fair. That's what was important for me. Right? Let us also be fair. Go ahead, Prezi. Welcome.
Yes, man. Morning, Imam Fuad.
Morning. Blessings to you, man. Peace and blessings.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, God. And God, you hear how the program started up this morning? Show your mercy, making people understand and then see what's happening. Because I always say, I told them long time, I said 2 sides of 1 coin. But that we supposed to get up and look to form organization to able to deal with our system. I keep on telling people that. I never too sure about nothing, but we give one a chance, because at the moment in time, even to the last 4 days, we saw what was happening, so we say, look, let that. Let me give somebody else a chance. No, I hearing the complaint, and I hearing it from early o'clock. I hearing where people using their own side and then helping the other side and all kind of things. I still look, and I still looking to see that the present government, because the present government is in the regime that ruling now. So we still looking, but we have problems. I keep on saying so. I didn't expect to hear this starting after Independence Day and holiday, that people who have so much bacchanal with the government, but it always was existing, and it's starting to blow up. I have no problem with it blowing up. Let it blow up. Let me see more. The 100 days done pass, somebody done tell me already, see I could wait for next year, June. I say, okay, I will wait too, but I can go make a bang pretty early. But as I say, let me form a people's organization so we could keep contact from inside the parliament, because they don't care about we outside. side of the parliament. So let me see what's going on. And the next 5 years go tell the best of the difference. Happy belated Independence Day to what we know is independent or what we don't. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Prezi. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Yeah, man.
I realize that your program on fire this morning.
Well, they have some dissenting views in terms of a couple issues, and you know how Trinbagonians are, so they just come with a fire, and they're welcome, and I'm glad that they can express themselves and they have a forum to do so.
Well, people have their views and whatnot, and they have their feelings, and they have their sufferings that they have to deal with.
Yeah.
But you see, it always calls for understanding and reason. But you see, the problem with Trinidadians, to a large extent, we come back to people who are able to properly analyze and that kind of thing. The thing about it, we know that the whole world knows that the economy is in a bad shape. You know for a fact that you have a budget coming up, and probably there are limitations with the government expenditure based on the fact that they're operating on a last year's budget presented by the PNM. So there are limited resources that they can in fact expend. So people have to understand that. If you come and you tell me that you have, the budget is read at the end of the month, and then you're not seeing things down the road, well then you say, well look, what happened, how the funds are being allocated? Are you looking after the needy, the vulnerable? And you come down with that, but you outside there playing mass. Playing mass with our old flag in Port of Spain. That is what's going on. It calls for reason. Some people you could reason with, you could talk with, you could try to, but again, it all depends on those. I don't know what the caller is saying, whether it is true or not, but I'm saying that whoever is responsible for the various departments and whoever minister, parliamentary representative, you need to communicate with those people. And when we say communicate with people, you're not looking down or talking down to people, you know. You try to put them to sit down and try to understand where they're at and see how you can help and whatnot. And sometimes all a man wants is somebody to listen to him, you know. He may not want much, but you listen and you explain to them. But if you ignore people and you feel that you come out from there, you're looking for problems.
Yeah.
So these are the things that you have to look at. And then again, I don't know if it's true, but given the times that we are in today, ministers have all right. I think that's why the Prime Minister told them, hey, listen, no partying and all that, where you could be in things and people suffering and people looking for whatever it is, you can't provide them with the needs, the everyday needs, but you having a good time by Bandara, that can't be.
It not easy, you know. Hear what I'm saying? You see, public office, it is not easy. You see your camera and your phone, but you put it away even if you want to eat something. I am not so much a public figure. If I'm having a meal, I wouldn't post a meal or a drink or something. You know why? Because I am cognizant that some people do not have. And thank God, and it's not that I am not going to eat something out of what I've worked for, whatever, but at the same time, you have to be very, very careful because you're in a climate where it can be extremely charged and judgmental.
You have to be sensitive.
Yeah.
You have to be empathetic. And you have to demonstrate that. You have to display that understanding of the plight of the people. You can't be drinking wine and them fellas drinking Moby in a hard time and tell them they had to cool it. They would understand that.
It's not easy out here.
And
there are challenges.
I'm saying that people have to understand that. And the fact remains is that you have to learn from other people's mistakes and your prior mistakes. You have to learn that. Another thing I just want to talk on things. So they have to be more sensitive. You can't be drinking wine and having fetid and all that kind of thing, and the people that ain't good at all. And one thing I want to talk about is this thing that I read about Kurt Mayhew, and I think the Prime Minister told him, said she was asked a question. She said that there's no issue, there's a non-issue, and there are more important things. Yes, you have to, but Kurt Mayhew and those people, you have to know your environment. You have to know what you're saying and what the government has goodwill, and every day with the nonsense that is being spewed, it is eroding.
Yeah, you erode your goodwill, yeah.
Kurt Mayhew, you have to be careful, and even some of the government ministers, I hear them on video and whatnot. Nobody say you don't have to defend your government and all that, but you have to be sensitive. And what are the international issues? What are the issues taking place with respect to the America? I heard one yesterday, and totally insensitive.
Say less. Sometimes less is more.
Sometimes you have to have, that is why I'm saying that the Prime Minister has to put her foot down with respect to party discipline and cabinet discipline. You can't have people outside there spewing all kind of different things. Some of them contradicting each other.
Yeah.
And that ain't good, even contradicting what the Prime Minister is saying. All you behave all yourself, all you learn from the 2010, 2015. You haven't learned from the PNM experience, the nonsense that they got in with and they got rid of them. It's too early in the game for that.
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister had to take the bull by the horn, let these people know where to get off.
Yeah.
It is not nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We have spoken about the level of scrutiny that takes place. You have the people, newspaper and news agencies that work against you because they want back control of the whole, what they think is their country that belong to them. So you have to be extremely careful, and then you represent the poor. You represent the masses of the people. You represent the working class as well. So you have the expectations of those people who have been challenged for so long. We coming out of 9.5 years of pain. Understand how difficult and sensitive that is. Understand that, yes, you could enjoy certain aspects of your life as is your right, but you still have to be sensitive and careful. Understand the tremendous expectations that some of our population have. Good morning.
Morning, Ian.
You get a second bite of the cherry, so go ahead quickly.
I get a second bite.
Yes, sir.
God wake me up this morning, so I come on, and I pay him for the phone call. But anyhow, let's move on. If they say they think Trinidad and Tobago is their own, I don't think Trinidad Tobago is my own. I am a Trinbagonian.
Not you, unless
no,
you...
I'm not talking about me, you know. I'm talking about whoever you're referring to, whether it's the media, whoever.
No, the people who own the media and who own the
believe that
economic
Trinidad and Tobago is their own?
Yes.
They're entitled of that view?
Yes. But not in the manner in which you're trying to put it forward. I mean that they feel it belongs to them alone. That
from that aspect. But
the aristocracy
and Tobago belongs to me.
The aristocracy.
Belongs to you.
All of us.
That is why you are here on the radio advocating for the rights of citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
So let me draw a point.
So just distinguish the two, right? I don't mean us as the general population. I mean, the fake elite.
I just want to point out that we are all Trinbagonians and Trinidad belongs to all of us.
Yes, I don't mean that. I mean the fake elite who believe it belongs to them alone.
Oh, well, okay. Well, let's move on from that point.
Go ahead.
So, I hear the argument that 9.5 years and we come out, but the people who are in office now told us, that is why Kingsley and everybody called, that things are going to be better.
Yeah.
They are going to improve it. So, this population, and again, 30% of the population voted for them. So they are government that was voted with a minority vote of the population. First thing we have to remember that, they ain't no 50-something% of the population or 60% of the population vote. They ain't that. They are minority elected government. 30% of the population voted for them. So,
30% of the electorate or 30%?
30% of the electorate voted for them.
So,
look it up, you will see.
So what the PNM got this time? 20?
We're talking about the UNC.
No, well,
the PNM is not in office. The PNM lost 100,000 votes. I can't remember how much people vote for them, but they lost 100,000 votes, and the 100,000 vote didn't go to the other side.
The mandate was 30% of the electorate.
Exactly, that voted.
Yeah. So the
UNC is a minority elected government. Let me move on from that now. You can check it out if you doubt me.
Right. Every government has been a minority elected government.
I don't know.
Yes,
I am stating this present administration. We ain't going back 20 years or 10 years. We're talking about present now.
All right.
So look, me back 10 years. We're talking about what happened now.
Finish up.
Right. So they promised the population. The previous administration said to us, hey, hard times are ahead. Tighten your belt till 2027 because oil price and gas price production is less and we have a problem. They said to us, no, it's mismanagement of the economy, bad spending. That's what they said to us. And give us a chance, we are going to fix it. I didn't expect 30,000 people to go home like what Elon Musk did in America with Doge. That's what happened. 30,000 people go home. And on top of that, I see the HDC apartment that was built by CGA, or no, Trinidad Juice Factory. You know what that is? Mr. Baka?
Of course.
Young Baka?
Of course.
You see that building is on a halt right now. Have you seen that? That's for the same poor people, CPEP workers, who might get a building.
No, so, I haven't seen that it's on a halt. When? Recently?
But pass and have a look at it again. It's stopped. The construction on that building has stopped.
When?
Once the grass start growing.
I constantly pass there and I've seen...
When I constantly is when I passed there up the day before yesterday.
I passed
and I've been singing this song for a week.
Up to Friday.
That site has shut down since the UNC got into office about a month after. Right? Again, I have two buildings that Mr. Manning was building on the highway going to Chaguanas. This administration got into office and decided, the PNM got into office and decided to complete them. Put on the roof, paint them, put on the windows. Election come. One is complete with windows and everything. The other one has his roof all painted, is still missing the windows. That also has came to a halt. So they want to know where the money gone because this administration spending the PNM budget. Rubbish. They had a mid-year review. This administration had a mid-year review to do over the budget. They had that option. But you know what they did? They promised. So let me draw a reference to Mr. Baka. Last year, Mr. Imble said Trinidad and Tobago have access to $50. They got into office, and I say, well, I had my $50, go in and fix the road, go in and do this, go in and do that. They got into office and say, here, what's going on? I promise you laptops. So piece of the money that was to fix the road or help the CPEP workers had to go towards the laptops. They decided they increase the police service. So they take all SRP and make them permanent police officers. That is an increase in the budget, and that is an increase every month and every year to the taxpayers at Trinidad and Tobago that IMBO didn't cater for. That was never in IMBO plan. So there is no that is no way in the $50. So that is a shortfall again for this administration. Fire service officers, those who was what they call them reserve fire officers, they are now permanent fire officers. That is another increase in that budget. So all you expect to keep CPEP, and on top of that now they send them all them little children who was going Musk and Hype and all that. I hear that closed down too. So I'm asking, the thing that Foster Cummins was building, the center that under Panday that closed down, what they call it, the youth, what they call that, the camp, the youth camp, that under the PNM, Mr. Foster Cummins was doing over to bring back. I wonder if the UNC, what's going on with that? But you know something, Mr. Baka? The school that they say in Siparia, what they call it, the University of Southern University, you know they chain up the University of what they call up there again? To go down there, they get the chancellor to go down there to open up the university down south. And but it had no money.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think
enjoy your day.
Yeah, you too. I think you made your point. There is expenditure that would be transferred to do other things, and the opening of the debate campus that has been languishing unfinished for quite some time is a positive thing to Trinidad and Tobago. Likewise, the opening of the Couva Hospital as well, which will eventually be open, that's a positive thing to Trinidad and Tobago as well. Go ahead, caller. Welcome.
Yes, good day, Mr. Abubakar again.
Yeah.
Mr. Abubakar, you can have people spewing propaganda and not really educating the people. The UNC is not a minority government. The UNC got more than 50% of the votes cast. A minority government is one who gets less than 50% of the votes cast. So what he's spewing this propaganda here since the election night, he talking this nonsense.
Yeah, trying to put across that it is 30% of the electorate. And while
going back,
while he's saying that, I'm struggling to listen to him and also pull up the exact details, because that is what people do. They will come onto the radio, they will present things as though they are facts when they are absolutely untrue. And that's why I also asked him, because I did not know the exact figures. I asked him, well, what are the proportionate figures from before, to see if that is the exact amount that is always happens during the election, because I did not see much of a difference this election in terms of the electorate going out.
The thing about it is that it is not a minority government. When you have a minority government, when you have the total votes cast and the person gets less than the total vote, and they form the government, you can say that is a minority government. It's a majority government based on the total votes cast.
Yeah,
so
the
this
terminology is wrong.
Is
wrong.
The nonsense that he's talking there and spewing there, he's filled or fueled by KFC and Kingsley.
Yeah.
That is what he's fueled by. He's excited. He has a high degree of exuberance.
Yeah.
He's speaking with confidence. This sort of nonsense this morning.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that is fine. You will find that some people are excited by the thought that people are not getting their expectations, so to speak. They would be fueled by the complaints of people who are associated with this government, and understandably so. And the climate also would be set. Governments are so skillful, political parties are so skillful, that when they foresee their demise politically before an election, they would ensure that their economic spending is such that they put the next government into a position where they are going to have challenges. And then, based on those economic challenges, they attack, right? Because they want to get back power to continue doing what they were doing before. And therefore, we find the comments of Mr. Colum Imbert, for example, stating that it don't have no money. It don't have any money. And criticizing the new government in having to take money from Heritage and Stabilization or some other place where they find necessity to do so, just to keep Trinidad and Tobago going. And yes, if you put people from temporary service in the fire service and the police services into full operation, it will cost us more. But those are things that are necessary and we cannot escape from. And yes, there are issues in terms of the delivery of social services, etc., that people face. And yes, the buck stops with you look towards the minister for some remedy and to also take some of that blame, but it is not totally and solely on them. And there will be 10 stories that are positive, and the challenges that you face that are negative will be exacerbated by those who don't want you to continue to progress in the nature and the direction that you're going. So the lesson we can learn is that we have to be more sensitive as a government. And I would also encourage those in administrative positions to take on this challenge seriously, because the expectations of our people are a heavy, heavy, heavy responsibility. We're out of time today, but we could continue tomorrow. All right. And we're happy to have those views expressed, and so many people calling in as well to give their opinions on it as well. All right. So blessings to everybody. Have a good day.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the